let's start. Let's have a very quick recap and then we'll move on. So, till now, we have done the two definitions of moles. Number one, on the basis of the number of particles which are present, that can be 1 mole. 1 mole of a substance has a certain number of particles present in it, and we call that Avogadro's number. So, we did the worksheet related to that. And then, apart from that, we have also done that how we can, if we have a substance in solid, then we can also say that 1 mole of a substance is equals to its AR if it is an element, or equals to its MR if it is a compound. And we have done the calculation related to that, and we have actually used this particular formula by arranging it in order to calculate the mass, or if the mass is given to you, then dividing the mass by AR or MR and finding out the moles. Okay, so these two worksheets I've sent you for further practice. Now I'm moving on to the next bit of this particular chapter, and that is basically moles in solution. We do agree that in the chemistry lab we work with lot of chemicals which are basically in the form of solutions. Am I right? So we talk about lot of solutions. Now, if we talk about solutions, then the solution is actually a mixture which is made up of two parts. One part is known as solute and the other part is known as solvent. Agreed. So solute is something which is mixed in the solvent. Now, for example, in a beaker of water, I have 10 or I have 100 cm cube of water in a beaker. And in this beaker, I simply add 5 grams of salt, NaCl, the table salt to it. So the substance which is dissolving NaCl is actually will be known as solvent. So this part, this both they both when they mix together, they are going to make a solution. But the substance which is going to dissolve the solute or the NaCl is known as a solvent. And the substance which is going to get dissolved into the solvent will be known as solute. So, solute and solvent, when they mix together, they form a solution, which is actually a mixture. Okay. So, whenever we are talking about the solution, we are talking about the solute quantity and we are talking about the solvent quantity both. Agreed. So when they combinedly they are written together, we call them concentration. So whenever we talk about the solutions, we talk about the concentration, where the solute part is also mentioned there and the solvent part is also there. So here, when I talk about the concentration of this NaCl made in water, I can say that 5 grams of NaCl is being dissolved in 100 cm cube of water. So altogether, this is known as concentration, where I'm talking about solute and I'm talking about the solvent as well, specifically. I hope I'm clear. So both of
Yes.
them together, they will be known as concentration. So solute against how much solute is dissolved in how much of solvent, that make concentration. So we can say that 5 grams per 100 cm cube of water is my NaCl aqueous solution. Okay. Now my solute, the solute can be in, it can be taken in grams. We can take the gram, the solute can be taken in gram when you talk about the mass, or the solute can be taken in moles. So if the solute is dissolved in the solvent, and the solvent is always we normally take we always take the volume of the solvent. Okay, the volume of the solvent is normally the standard volume we take is that is dm cube. Okay, and we should be knowing that 1000 cm cube, the conversion, 1000 cm cube make 1 dm cube. Agreed? Is it clear? Fine. So I
Yes.
can have the solute, I can have the mass of the solute in grams, or I can have the moles of the solute. So if I take the mass of solute in a particular solvent, I'll be calling it mass concentration. Okay. They like, for example, I have 5 grams of NaCl in 100 grams, 100 cm cube of water. So this was an example of mass concentration. But what if I have zero point 0.1 moles of NaCl dissolved in 100 cm cube? So there the solute is in moles, so this I'll be calling as molar concentration. Are the both clear? So if the solute is in mass, we call it mass concentration. If the solute is in moles, we call it molar concentration. And both of them are interchangeable. They both of them you can interchange into one form or the other, because we very well know how to convert the moles into mass and mass back into moles by using the formula moles is equals to mass over AR or MR. So if the mass is given to us, we can easily calculate the moles, or the moles is given to us, we can easily calculate the mass of a substance. Okay, fine. Agreed? So let's do a little exercise where I'm going to give you a mass concentration and you have to convert it back into molar concentration and vice versa. So if the mass concentration or the gram concentration is given to you, we normally call it a gram concentration. So if a gram concentration of a substance is given to you, right, you have to convert it into the molar concentration. Fine. Now I'll tell you the first example, I'm going to give it to you. Now, for example, the same example I'll take. I have 5 grams in 1 dm cube, right? Instead of 100 cm cube, I change the solvent into the standard, that is 1 dm cube. So I have 5 grams per dm cube solution, NaCl solution. Na solution. Okay, Na solution. I need to convert it into the molar concentration. Okay, now the formula for that, I'll be using this formula, but this time I need the mass concentration to be converted into molar. So I need to calculate the number of moles here. So I'll take moles equals to 5 grams over the MR for NaCl. Now I hope you all are sitting with your periodic table better, because calculations, molar calculations, we cannot do without having a periodic table and the calculator in front of us. Do you have the periodic table? So let's have the MR of NaCl. So come on, quickly calculate. So sodium is 23 and the chlorine is 35.5. So MR is it 58.5? So 5 divided by 58.5, what will be the number of moles? 0.085. So these many moles per dm cube. So I converted my gram concentration, which was actually 5 gram per dm cube of NaCl, into the molar concentration. Right? Got it? Now I'm giving you the similar one question to you people as well. Now I have a 1.5 grams per dm cube of potassium nitrate solution, and you have to convert it into the molar concentration. Come on. So the step one is that you will be calculating the MR. So what MR you will be calculating with substance? You will be calculating the MR of potassium nitrate. And then the step number two, you will be putting the mass whatever is given to you over the MR of the substance and convert it into moles. So then those many moles are going to be in 1 dm cube. So that is how you'll be converting the gram concentration into the molar concentration. So let's do the step one first, and then moving on to the step two, and then we'll write down the step three, that is the concentration per dm cube. What is an MR? Potassium is how much? 39. Nitrogen is how much? 14 plus 16 into 3. That is what you have taken. So 101 is an MR. Okay, now step 2. We'll be putting it in the formula. We need to calculate the mole. So that is going to be 1.5 divided by 101 in order to get the moles. So how much mole will that be? So it's going to be 0.015, right? 5 moles. Now we will be writing it as the concentration, the molar concentration is going to be 0.015 moles per dm cube. So that is going to be my molar concentration, right? So you know how to convert the gram concentration into molar concentration. Okay, now
Yes.
let's reverse it. We have now the molar concentration and we are going to convert it into the gram concentration. We are going to convert into the gram concentration. Okay. Now I'm going to do first question for you people. Now, for example, I have, let's say, 2.5 mole per dm cube of, again, let me take potassium nitrate only because we have already calculated the mr, so that will make our steps little easier. So I have 2.5 moles of potassium nitrate. So the first step is already done by you people, that the mr of it is given as 101 mole. Now the second step, I need the formula. Formula is moles equals to mass over mr. Now I need to convert the moles into mr. So I'll rearrange this formula. So I'll have it mass is equals to moles times mr. So whatever the moles I have, I'll multiply it by mr in order to have the mass. So it is going to be how much? 2.5 moles multiplied by 101. I'll have the mass. Come on, simplify. Give me the value. 5. Okay, that's your mass. 252.5 grams is the mass, right? Fine. So my gram concentration is going to be 252.2 grams per dm cube. Am I right? Is it clear? So that is how I converted my molar concentration back into gram concentration. Okay. Now I'm giving you another. Now this is what you will be finding out. I have zero point 0.2 moles per dm cube of NaCl solution. And you have to convert it into mole per dm cube NaCl solution. Come on, do the steps. Okay, what was the first step? We were supposed to calculate the MR, that was 58.5. Then we need it was mass times MR equals to moles. So the mass was how much? What? Okay. Yes, yes. All right, so mass was this. Okay, both the side we had the moles. In fact, this should be, we have to convert it into gram concentration, sorry, zero point 0.2 moles. So how we did, we need to calculate, okay, I'm sorry, with the formula the wrong, okay, we need to convert it into mass equals to moles into mr. So mass was zero point 0.2 times 58.3. So what is the mass coming? 11.7 grams. So yes, it's 11.7 grams per dm cube of NaCl. I hope this particular problem is clear. This kind of equations you can convert. All right. Now moving further. Now, when we talk about the solutions in the lab, we actually make overall a solution in bulk, and we try to make it in the volumetric flask. The lab assistant, he make it in the volumetric flask and he make the solution in bulk. So because look here, when we are talking about the solvent to be 1 dm cube most of the time. Look here, we are just talking about in per dm cube. Okay, we are talking about per dm cube. So the chemical is made in bulk, but a small portion of it is used in the lab. Let's supposing I have zero point 0.2 moles per dm cube of, let's say, potassium nitrate solution made in the lab, but I'm just using, let's say I'm using 25 cm cube of solution for my experiment. So in an experiment, I'm just using 25 cm cube. So I'm basically concerned about that 25 cm cube has how many moles in it, right? So can we calculate that if this is a concentration, that means the whole solution, this is 1 dm cube, but I'm just using a part of that solution. This is a part of the solution, which is 25 cm cube. Can you just calculate how many moles are there? Okay, I'll teach you how. Now, this concentration, I can elaborate. I can say that, okay, I already told you that 1 dm cube is equals to 1000 cm cube. Agreed? Right? So this means, because look here, there is a certain mismatch in the volume. Here I'm talking about the cm cube, and here they have given us a concentration in dm cube. So it's better we convert them into the same unit. So what I'll do is I'll convert the dm cube into the cm cube, then both the volume will be in cm cube, right? So I can expand this concentration, which is 0.2 moles per dm cube. I can, instead of leaving it like this, I do understand that this actually means that 1000 cm cube has got 0.2 moles, isn't it? That in overall, if I have 1000 cm cube, which is equals to 1 dm cube, has dissolved in it, it has 0.2 moles of KNO3. Agreed or not? Yes? Now, by using the unitary method, if 1000 has this much, then 25 cm cube will have X. Am I right? So now we will be cross multiplying it, or you can do it by the unitary method. So when you multiply it, so we will be having 0.2 times 25 over 1000. Okay, you will be getting the value for X. That means these many moles will be present in 25 cm cube. Simplify. It's not what? Basically, we always have to take the same unit. So we can't have one unit as cm cube and another one as a dm cube. So what we are doing is we are converting this dm cube, we are converting this dm cube into 1000 cm cube in order to have the same unit. Am I right? So this dm cube is converted. It's mean the same thing whether you take one dm cube or you take 1000 cm cube. So this particular concentration we can elaborate as, either we can write down that 1 dm cube has 0.2 moles, or we can say instead of 1 dm cube we have written 1000 cm cube. We can also say this means the same as 1000 cm cube has 0.2. So if 1000 cm cube has 0.2 moles of KNO3, then 25 cm cube, which we are extracting out here, will be having X moles. Am I right? Then you can do it by the unitary method. The answer will be this. Have you simplified what is an answer? 0.005 moles is present in 25. So we can say that 25 cm cube, which we are extracting for the experiment, has 0.005 moles. Am I right? Is it clear? Is the concept clear? Now again, let's do some of the exercise now. I have an exercise in front of me. Is it is it there in front of you, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now this is a question. This is a question. I'll be giving you this worksheet where they're asking you to convert the grams. Okay, these many grams are in 2000. They're asking you to convert this gram concentration into molar concentration. Okay, and here they're asking you to find out, this is the question number 2 I'm talking about. They're asking you the amount of moles which is present in this volume. Okay, let's do the A part of it. So they already have given us the NaOH, and NaOH concentration is this much. Okay, and they're asking if we have the concentration, the overall concentration of NaOH as 1 mole per dm cube. But out of this 1 dm cube, they are extracting 250 cm cube, okay, for an experiment. So how many moles, what is the amount of moles of the solute which has been extracted with the 250 cm cube? Can you do me? Can you solve this question? Yes? Is it clear? It's the same way you will be doing as I showed you. So what you will be doing, you will be expanding this concentration. Okay, so let's start doing it. I can say 1 dm cube has got 1 mole of NaOH. Okay, or instead of 1 dm cube, I can also write down 1000 cm cube, because this unit is in cm cube. So I am converting this 1 dm cube into 1000 cm cube. So I'll say that 1000 cm cube has got basically 1 mole of NaOH. I made my solution by adding 1 mole of NaOH in 1000 cm cube, right? Now I need to extract 250 cm cube and need to find out how many moles coming with 250. So that is basically X I need to find out. So when I cross multiply or I do it by the unitary method, I have 1 over 1000 times 250. Okay, so simplify it. So is it going to be 0.4 moles per dm cube? Is this the answer? So you got the answer? Everybody? Is it
Yes.
clear? Is it clear? Coming to the second question. Now try it out yourself. The second question. So this is a concentration given to you, and you need to find out the amount of moles coming from 500 cm cube. If this is a concentration, then if this is the concentration, molar concentration, that means in 1000 cm cube, you have these many moles. So 500 cm cube, how many moles will be coming? It's so simple, isn't it easy? Okay,
Mhm.
so first of all, elaborate this. So we'll say that 1000 cm cube has got 0.250 moles. So 500 cm cube will have X, right? So 0.250 over 1000 into 500. So we cancel it out too. So answer is going to be 0.125 moles. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, in order to simplify this, we have a formula for that. Okay. This is actually basic. This actually develop your concept of moles in solution. But in order to have a shortcut, we have a formula for that. If you need to calculate the moles in a given volume, then we have the formula that's moles equals to volume time concentration divided by 1000, because normally the volume is in cm cube and the concentration is in dm cube. So in order to convert the dm cube into cm cube, we, or vice versa, we divide it by 1000 to have it in the same unit. Now if we apply the same thing using the formula, that's a shortcut, we can easily do it. So let's calculate using this formula the part A. So we need to find out the moles in 250 cm cube. So in order to find out the moles, we have the volume. What is the volume? Volume is 250 cm cube, and this is basically my concentration. So I'll multiply 250 with 1 divided by 1000. Now simplify it. Now the same way you try for the second one also using the formula. Using the formula, you try the second one as well. So here we will be, what will be the, let me raise it into it on the side. So what is the volume? It's 500. And what is the concentration? It's 0.250. Divide by 1000. Now the concentration, the moles will be, simplify, will it be
Mhm.
1 times 2 times and half of 0.25? That will be 0.125 moles. Agreed? So if you don't understand this kind of you can simply put it up in the formula and do it. Okay? Fine?
Yes.
Try out the C part also. Now try out the C part. Now the C part is little different because here they have given you 0.200 m. The capital M means molarity. Okay, this actually means this is another word for moles per dm cube. So if the capital M is given to you, that means against mole per dm cube, right? So try out the C part and the D part very quickly. Try out the C part only. If the C part is correct, then that means you got the hold of the concept. You know it how to do it. Come on, help me out with the C part. That's all for today, inshallah. See you in the next class.